What's up, Monarch Nation? I'm joined by Miss DeeDee Jarman, Deputy Director of Athletics, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about Play4Kay. So, DeeDee, first of all, when did Play4Kay start, and tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, so Play4Kay started back in 2007 by the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. They wanted to do an incentive to bring awareness to breast cancer. So the original name has actually changed 3 different times. It started off as Think Pink, and we went with that title for a year. And then the basketball coaches came up with Pink Zone, and the zone kind of tied it in with basketball. And then about that time, that's when Coach Yao received the news that she had cancer again. So she took an initiative to change the whole scope of things, and then it came about as Play4Kay. While she was battling cancer, she founded the Kay Yao Cancer Fund. This was all set up before she passed away in 2009. So she came up with the Kay Yao Cancer Fund. She wrote the mission statement and got everything on board, and that's how it came about.
So Kay Yao being the longtime head coach at NC State, which is not too far from here. Tell me a little bit more about why you're so passionate about this project.
Well, I worked Coach Yao's summer camps for 13 years, and she became a mentor to me. And as a basketball player in high school, I attended her basketball camp between my junior and senior year, and I fell in love with NC State women's basketball and Coach Yao, and then the relationship kind of rekindled when I was coaching high school. They were recruiting one of my high school players, and that's how I was invited to work her camp that summer, and then every summer after that, I spent the majority of my summer working camps at NC State. And then when Dawson came about, my daughter, the summer camp tour kind of ended, but we still remain friends, and I could pick up the phone and talk to her, and if I had any coaching things to run across her or any advice, she was always there for me.
So like you said, coaching advice, you were formerly the head women's coach here at Methodist. Did you bring Play4Kay to Methodist? How did it start here at MU?
Well, I did. When the Women's Basketball Coaches Association started this initiative, we hosted our first Think Pink on a Wednesday night. I remember the game so vivid. We had maybe 2 survivors that walked out in our parade, and we began, it was just me running the show, coaching basketball and putting the event together. And now the event has grown to where it is today, and it's really inspiring to see, or kind of proud to see how the event has grown.
So tell me a little bit about the event and what all is going on this week and on Saturday here at Methodist for Play4Kay.
Well, Saturday we will start off with the 5K, which is sponsored by the Physician Assistance Program here, and the admissions director, Jennifer Mish, she kind of heads that up, and she's a former player, and she was very passionate about being a part of this because she attended Coach Yao's camps every summer. She's from Raleigh, and she grew up an NC State fan and going to Coach Yao's camps. So along with Jennifer and the PA students, they kind of put together the 5K. That'll kick off the Saturday events, and then the 2 o'clock basketball game here against Meredith College at 2 with the women's basketball. So we'll have a silent auction. We'll have T-shirts for sale, hats for sales, pullovers, Christmas ornaments. We'll have some vendors set up, and we'll be honoring the breast cancer survivors at halftime, and then we'll have a reception for the breast cancer survivors after the game. And our women's basketball team will be wearing their pink uniforms. Everything will be pinked out, and the Methodist community all this week, every day, there's been some type of initiative towards the Play4Kay. We've had making candles. We've have a tutu challenge going on. We had selling flowers. We have a drive-in movie tonight. We'll have pink popcorn. Everybody's wearing pink on Wednesdays. It's a great week at Methodist.
So you're raising money. Where does all the money go towards?
So when we started this back in 2006, we were partnered up with the Cape Fear Valley Health Foundation, Friends of the Cancer Center. Made a connection over there with Victoria Thomas. So all of our money went there. And then as the event continued and Coach Yao established the K. Yao Cancer Fund, now our funds are split in half. Half of it stays here locally, and then the other half goes to the K. Yao Cancer Fund.
So 2006, you said, that's like 18 years. How much money has been raised during that amount of time?
Well, we've really, the first couple of years we weren't really set on an amount, but over the 18 years we have pretty much raised over $190,000. We did set as the event continued to grow, and my committee grew from one person to 5, and now it's about 15 to 20 people on the committee. We set a goal for $10,000 every year, and the first time we set the goal for $10,000, we accomplished that goal. Our best year was we did $14,700, so we were really pleased with that. So I don't want to up the goal. I just kind of stay at $10,000, just so we at least have $10,000. That's our goal, and if we surpass it, that's great, and that's good for both organizations.
Yeah, that's amazing. I hear a challenge.
Oh yeah, I do challenge our student athlete advisory committee. Last year they raised $1,200 door donations. So, $1,000, and this year I've challenged them to do $1,200. So they're up for the challenge. But we make most of our money at our silent auction. We get some really cool items that people in the community donate. The Fayetteville, the greater part of Fayetteville, the community is awesome. They come together. It's a popular event. Everybody looks forward to it. And I just posted it last night, and I've already received 2 texts or 2 phone calls about what type of items do you have for the silent auction. And we get some pretty good, cool items for the silent auction.
I bet. That's great. So how can people get involved with this Play4Kay movement?
Well, they can come out, attend the event on Saturday, or come and participate in the 5K, or they can be a part of the committee. The committee meets year-long. It's not something that we just throw together. We do take the summer months off, and then we meet once a month, and we talk about how we want this event to get better, and we have a creative bunch of people that they brainstorm and they come up with ideas. And we added Hoopin' with Santa this past year just to give us a fall event to kind of kick it off. And that was pretty successful. And we'll probably continue that. And we kind of centered that around a basketball game. So the group is really passionate. They're committed about making this the best event that we possibly can.
That's great. Well, you heard her. Come out, get involved, support Play4Kay, and go Monarchs.
Thank you.
Thank you.